Language Foundations Vocabulary Flashcards, helping you achieve understanding.
Inspiring scornful pity. How silly an ardent and unsuccessful wooer can be, especially if he is getting on in years. Lacking seriousness, given to frivolity. Silly giggles. Ludicrous, foolish. A silly idea. Dazed from or as if from repeated blows. Knocked silly by the impact. A word used for misbehaving children. Don't be a silly. Inspiring scornful pity. Inspiring mixed contempt and pity. Their efforts were pathetic. Deserving or inciting pity. The shabby room struck her as extraordinarily pathetic. Inspiring scornful pity. Broadly or extravagantly humorous, resembling farce. So unreasonable as to invite derision. Her conceited assumption of universal interest in her rather dull children was ridiculous. Lacking seriousness, given to frivolity. Lacking seriousness, given to frivolity. A dizzy blonde. Having or causing a whirling sensation, liable to falling. Had a dizzy spell. Make dizzy or giddy. A dizzying pace. Lacking seriousness, given to frivolity. Lacking seriousness, given to frivolity. Lacking seriousness, given to frivolity. Having or causing a whirling sensation, liable to falling. Had a headache and felt giddy. Weak and likely to lose consciousness. Light-headed with wine. Lacking seriousness, given to frivolity. Light-headed teenagers. Weak and likely to lose consciousness. Lacking seriousness, given to frivolity. Ludicrous, foolish. Wore a goofy hat. A cartoon character created by Walt Disney. Ludicrous, foolish. Some wacky plan for selling more books. Informal or slang terms for mentally irregular. Ludicrous, foolish. Informal or slang terms for mentally irregular. A man who is a stupid incompetent fool. Ludicrous, foolish. Like a clown. A zany sense of humor. A buffoon in one of the old comedies imitates others for ludicrous effect. Dazed from or as if from repeated blows. Punch drunk with love. Cheerfully irresponsible. Dazed from or as if from repeated blows. Slap-happy with exhaustion. Lacking dignity. Not serious in content or attitude or behavior. A frivolous novel. Having or revealing stupidity. Devoid of good sense or judgment. Foolish remarks. Lacking orderly continuity. A confused set of instructions. Perplexed by many conflicting situations or statements, filled with bewilderment. Bewildered and confused. Thrown into a state of disarray or confusion. A confused mass of papers on the desk. Having lost your bearings, confused as to time or place or personal identity. Mentally confused. Unable to think with clarity or act intelligently. The flood of questions left her bewildered and confused. A human offspring, son or daughter, of any age. They had 3 children. A young person of either sex. She writes books for children. An immature, childish person. He remained a child in practical matters as long as he lived. A member of a clan or tribe. The children of Israel. A razor powered by an electric motor. A young person of either sex. An adult male who shaves. A young person of either sex. Someone who is small and insignificant. A young person of either sex. Titular is a British term for youngster. A crude, uncouth, ill-bred person lacking culture or refinement. A young person of either sex. A crude, uncouth, ill-bred person lacking culture or refinement. A young person of either sex. A native of Yorkshire. A young person of either sex. Titular is a British term for youngster. A young person of either sex. English dramatist noted for his comic verse dramas, born 1907. English painter and art critic, 1866 to 1934. Kill by electrocution, as in the electric chair. Be excessively hot. Cook on a hot surface using fat. Fry the pancakes. Be silly or tease one another. After we relaxed, we just kidded around. Tell false information for fun. A human offspring, son or daughter, of any age. They were able to send their kids to college. Soft, smooth leather from the hide of a young goat. Kid gloves. English dramatist, 1558 to 1594. A young person of either sex. They're just kids. Young goat. Not of legal age. Minor children. Relatively moderate, limited, or small. A young person of either sex. Warranting only temporal punishment. Have as one's secondary field of study. In college she minored in mathematics. Inferior in number or size or amount. A minor share of the profits. Of a scale or mode, having half steps between the 2nd and 3rd degrees, and, usually, the 5th and 6th degrees, and the 7th and 8th degrees. The minor keys. Of lesser importance or stature or rank. A minor poet. Of the younger of 2 boys with the same family name. Jones minor. Lesser in scope or effect. Had minor differences. Of lesser seriousness or danger. Suffered only minor injuries. Of your secondary field of academic concentration or specialization. Young bird not yet fledged. A young person of either sex.
Become our student and get access to effective and free educational materials. Subscribe to our YouTube channel to become a part of our growing YouTube community and to learn English effectively.